Okay, this lesson is over factoring quadratics with a leading coefficient of 1. Okay, when you have a quadratic, if you do not have a number in front of x squared, it's understood that that number in front of x squared is really 1. Okay, so we're going to look at quadratics that look like this. X squared plus or minus something x plus or minus something. Okay, these are a lot easier than the other ones that we did. Okay, so we could use trial and error, just like we did with the other lesson when it was ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, but there is a really easy shortcut for these. All you need to do is to write down your two sets of parentheses and your x's and just find two numbers that multiply together to give you the last term, okay, c, and that add together to give you the middle term, the b. Okay, so let's just try this. Okay, here's an example. We want to factor x squared plus x minus 12. Okay, we could, if we really wanted to, we could use trial and error. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in on the number in front of x, which is understood to be a 1 in this problem because there's no number there. Okay, focus in on the number in front of x, which is 1, the number at the end, which is negative 12. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to think of some factors of negative 12. Okay, two numbers that I can multiply together to give me a negative 12. Okay, I could multiply a 6 and a negative 2 together. Okay, I could multiply a 2 and a negative 6 together. I could multiply a 3 and a negative 4 together, a 4 and a negative 3 together. Okay, you don't have to write down all of them, but you could also do 12 and negative 1, negative 1 and 12. Okay, so there's a few more possibilities. But all we need to do is find a set of those factors of negative 12, find a set that add up to give me 1. Okay, so I'm just going to add these up. 6 plus negative 2 equals 4. Okay, that won't work. 2 plus negative 6 gives me a negative 4. Okay, that won't work. I need to get 1. 3 plus negative 4 is equal to negative 1. Okay, that won't work. 4 plus negative 3, okay, that equals positive 1. That did it. That did it. So all I need to do is write down my x's, and then the rest of it will be a positive 4 and a negative 3. Okay, so that's the factor form. X plus 4, x minus 3. If you FOILed that out, if you multiplied those out, I promise you would get x squared plus 1x minus 12. Okay, I'm just trying to save a little time on the videos. Okay, let's do another one. Factor x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, so I'm going to start out with figuring out some factors of 6. I'm not going to write every single set down, but let's just think about this for a minute. You could multiply a 1 and a 6 because 1 times 6 gives you 6. Okay, you could add those up just to see if that's the right one. Doesn't work. Okay, 2 times 3 gives me 6. So I could add a 2 and a 3 together and see if that works. Well, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Okay, that won't do it. I need a negative 5. Okay, did you notice something? if we break positive 6 up into two positive numbers, two positive factors, we're always going to get a positive answer when we add them up. And we need a negative 5. Okay, so we need to get on our thinking cap here. If we're going to get a negative 5 in the middle by adding these two numbers up, we better go with two negative numbers that multiply together to give me a 6. Okay, so maybe a negative 1 and a negative 6. Negative 1 times negative 6 does equal positive 6. Okay, add those up, but that gives me negative 7. Maybe a negative 2 and a negative 3. Okay, those multiply together to give me a positive 6. Okay, if I add those up, okay, negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. Okay, so that works. Okay, a negative 2 and a negative 3 work because negative 2 times negative 3 gives me the last term of positive 6. And negative 2 plus negative 3 gives me the middle term that I need of negative 5. So all I need to do is to write down my x's and then finish it with a negative 2 and a negative 3. Negative 2, negative 3. So my factored form is x minus 2, x minus 3. And again, you could FOIL that out, multiply that out, and you would see that it would work. Okay, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and I will help you.